Hey, welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. I was just coming out here to give you some updates on that feeder that we put together a couple days ago. Show you the difference of as far as the metal feeder that we used to have versus that one. Comparison to the hay wastage. So this is where the bale feeder was, and basically just a little bit of wastage. This is what was left, so, and it was directly in the center of it, so that means they weren't able to get to it. I mean, yes, they could have like pushed it or what to get to the center, but they should come back and possibly clean that up later. So compared to, let me back up so you can get the comparison. Okay, so this is where it was with the new feeder. This pile over here, see how much is it's all spread out, and a lot more of it was wasted. There is a pile right here, a pile right here, and a pile there, and then all along those two trees is where we fed bales this year with the old bale feeder, and you can tell the difference between those piles to this pile with the new bale feeder. So I feel that it has saved some of the hay from being wasted. I mean, granted that you're always going to have hay that's going to be wasted, but for the most part, with that hay ring, with I think the ones that have can't talk because I'm cold, but since this one has more of the bottoms and the smaller calves can't get into, and so their feet and all that stuff have been traveling through some of the nasty poopy ground. It gets in there, and then once that is on hay, cows will not eat it, so they basically would just use it as a bedding, which is okay too, but for what we want with it, we want them to eat it. So I feel that the bottom three rings has helped tremendously of keeping them calves out. Plus it keeps them safer too, because one of the older calves that have been working on some of the videos to halter train, he would actually get up inside there, and then his hips would get caught on the, I don't know if it's like a Z shape, but where their necks would go down in, and eventually he was going to end up getting himself hurt, whether it was going to drag it towards the electric fence and the metal getting touching they hear their alfalfa cubes being dumped into the feed tray, but whether the metal ring would get over there towards the fence, with him being stuck in it, it could cause him to get shocked several times and not be able to get out, so whether he needed to get water or whatnot, if by chance we wasn't here to catch it soon enough. So I'm going to get back into the barn and get out of this cold and end this video, and we'll bring you back later, maybe show you a little bit of our daily chores that we do, and maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see.
Come on. Come on. Just you and me. Come on. Turn. Walk. Walk. Come on, I know you wanna. Come on. Walk. Turn. Turn. No. Turn. Hey, that a boy. That a boy. Come on. Well, come on. Let's go. Walk. Walk.
Now Taylor's going to take a turn walking Lucky. Even though this is Michaela's calf, we like to have both girls walking them. That way they learn to walk different calves. Sometimes, depending on the show, if you go in for showmanship, they'll ask you to switch cattle, and
Walk, Lucky.
have to walk somebody else's. So you need to be able to adapt to how that cow's reacting. And
Lucky, walk.
all right, not looking too bad. So he's doing pretty good today. He had a 2-day break again, so he's a little worked up this morning. So
Walk. Come on, walk. Turn. Come on, walk. Come on. Walk, buddy. Walk. Hey, no. We walk. Walk. I got it. No. Walk. 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 Now it's Mom and Dad's turn to walk the cows. Mom is walking Lucky Charm and Dad is walking Frosty. Now they're just trying to set them up. Now it's Taylor's turn to walk. Now it's Taylor's turn to walk Frosty.
Cat fight.
Walk.
Walk, Lucky. Walk, Lucky. Walk, Lucky. Walk, Lucky.
Good job.
Walk, Lucky.
Please. He wants to walk. Frosty actually wants to walk.
Walk, Lucky.
Walk, Lucky.
Walk, Lucky. Walk.
Didn't turn the camera on in time, but
Good boy.
Taylor wanted to take the initiative to continue walking because our cat wanted to walk. So she says, "I'm going around you, sissy." So
Work on one more lap, girls.
One more lap? You got it. Is it
Oh.
lap too? Then you need to do one more turn. Right now. Walk and be good. Walk.
Walk.
No. Walk.
You done, Sid?
One more lap, dude.
Walk, Frosty. You're almost done.
Walk, Frosty. Walk,
I got it.
Frosty.
I got it.
Walk, Frosty. Alright.
There you go. Get him under control. Good job.
Walk.
Good job.
Walk, Frosty.
Hey, don't stand out in front. There you go.
start turning him.
Turn. Walk,
That way you don't get over there by the.
walk, walk, Lucky. Walk, Lucky.
Walk.
Walk, Lucky, turn. There you go.
Walk.
Lucky,
You
down.
gotta walk, bro. Just set him up right there.
Turn up and
Turn him. And just get him to stand. Keep yours where he's at.
stand.
I'm just staying.
Stand. Sit up. Good. Oh. Good. Oh. Good. Oh. Good. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. Turn. Turn.
Tulip said she wanted some of the action too, so.
Turn.
She was shown by the family that we purchased her off of, so Taylor is going to show her come July for our 4-H. She was born March 6th of
Yes.
2020, so that only makes her, she'll be a year old come this March, so. Hold on, she's just trying to smell things.
Yes.
Turn her and get her to stand. Right there. Stand.
Taylor's gonna have to figure out how they
I didn't know.
they get them to stand. No, you gotta bring the back legs gotta come out a little bit more. And then you hold her head up.
We were practicing in the stall a little bit.
Well, that's fine, but we gotta make sure when we practice correctly, okay?
Okay.
Okay. It looks pretty good
All right.
for not knowing much of the goat side of
Goat
it.
side, yeah.
Well, we were
This will be our first year
Actually,
actually showing goats in the regular.
to technically be judged.
Yeah.
The other time it was just in
Minis.
The other time when they showed goats, back when we had our feigning goats, they both showed them during mini 4-H, so, which pretty much meant you needed to make the ring and walk them around. That was about it. They didn't really go over any of the actual setting them up for the judge. They basically wanted you to kind of understand the feed and the care of the animal. There was no clipping involved in it, no grooming really for the most part. I mean, as far as that would be concerned. So
But we did watch that
now
one.
we're gonna work more towards all of that with the goats as well. So I'm gonna have to get some different clipper blades to be used for the goats. We did buy a couple more brushes and combs and those kind of things. That way we can have them specific to the goats. In the show box, we'll have some of them set aside in the drawer for the cattle, and some set aside in the drawer for just the goats. That way we'll be able to work that out. And we'll probably see about, once we go to a show or so with the goats, that will allow us to kind of look and see if we add a second show box or not. Depending on how interested the girls stay in the goats, we'll determine whether or not we maybe get like a small hanging box to work for the
But we,
while they're in the goat pen.
but we did watch a couple goat shows. So
Yeah.
while we were at 4-H.
So I do know there's a close to us in the area. I think it's May 14th, 15th, and 16th in Danville, Indiana. Phase 5 group on Facebook has I believe it's called the Hoosier Classic coming up. So at a minimum, we plan on attempting to go watch that if I have time off or not at that time, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But definitely wouldn't mind getting out there and being able to watch a few of the goat shows. That way we can see how others do things before it's time for us to actually go to 4-H and show. And depending on the time frame of it and our availability, we may just get involved in that show and jump in with our feet.
Like everything else
Like
we
we
do.
do, like we do most things. So, I mean, we do research it quite a bit, but at some point, the hands-on experience outweighs your reading and watching videos. So,
Which is now Michaela's attempting to walk hot chocolate, so
Dude, I got it.
I don't know whether it's Michaela walking hot chocolate or if hot chocolate's kind of wanting to walk Michaela.
I'm walking her. Ow. Trying to. Stay.
You gonna try and set her up?
I'm gonna try. Keyword there. Try.
Okay.
Take that.
The back leg or the front legs look fine. It's those back ones.
Just move that front leg.
So
Over.
this side right here is the one there. She did it for you.
Stand up. Head up.
We're gonna trim her hose. So
Ready?
she knows what the stand is. So that's a good thing. Hopefully, come time when she has another baby and we start milking her again, she'll remember and hopefully, fingers crossed, not dance around as much.
all right. Well, that's all for our morning chores out here in the barn today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for spending time with us. And we'll see you tomorrow.